There we go. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Hopefully we are doing well, or good afternoon, depending what part of the world you're from. Yeah, blaring in my ears. It looked like we've got some early risers today. I heard someone say it's 3 a.m. Good luck. Fuck. Hopefully it's not the start of your day, maybe just the end of it. Got a few in the chat, so there we go. So this is the second, we'll call this stream test 2. So being messing around with stuff just so we get the quality just right for you guys. So we're going to do a flight in the IXEG. Now the reason why we're flying the IXEG again tonight is because it has been updated to 1.3 and I've been busting out the bit for it to have an update. So really looking forward to that. So hopefully the VNAV works correctly. Fire all the way up to Atlanta. Should be very interesting, but once he's out there in the mods there, you'll keep an eye on, hopefully my sound is okay and we've got the levels right. Hopefully everybody is doing well and we're going to get this flight very... Mike, what? I cannot speak, my mic keeps cutting out, really? Hey. You can... Just let me know if that keeps happening a bit. Keeps getting super quiet. Stand by. You guys can listen. And that's fine. Yeah. Quickly fix. Alrighty, let me know if that fixes things. If it doesn't, we will fix it in the air because we need to get this show on the road and get going. So, I have done all the hard work. We've programmed the FMS and the FMC, so that's the reason why we're late, because I couldn't marry up the new Air Act for it to work. Sounds pretty good. Thank you, Conti. Sounds good. Good. Alright, let's get going. So, sorry to bore you for all the start of it. All is good and go. Alright, okay. So, permission to fly. Whoa, that is noisy. Let's, let's put the cockpit volume sounds down just a little bit. I didn't think they were loud enough last week, so I switched them up. So, anyways. Alright. So... Get rid of you guy. So the flight is all programmed in. We're pretty much nitty-gritty there. I cannot speak tonight, but we need to start the APU. So we're going to get going with that one. So we're going to turn one of the pumps on there. Turn the APU on to start. Flip it over. Get the EGT firing up. Checklist checking. No, there is no checklist here. And one thing you get to know, if I'm reviewing a product, I'll read the manual and I'll check the checklist and I'll follow it. But when I'm streaming and messing around, you guys get the fun stuff. I'm just messing around. So if anybody wants to hamper me for checklists, there is no checklists. Alrighty, so APU is fired up. How good does that sound? Is this multiplayer? No. I wasn't going to do any VATSIM on these test streams, but we are running some Just Flight AI traffic. So, but the next one we'll do a VATSIM flight. So we're going to smash over to the APU. There we go. APU is good. Turn a yaw dampener on. And turn those ones off just for now. One pack. There we go. We're going to go up to 34,000 feet is today's cruising altitude. And decision height, we'll put that landing down to 200. 200. Oh, didn't do that, and we didn't do that. And that's in op, so we're not going to worry about that. So we're pretty much ready to start engines. Can you buy this flight sim? Yes, you can. You can actually even trial it down at the X-Plane, the website there. You can actually trial it yourself to see if you want to mess around with it. That is up super loud. Turn it down a little bit, up a little bit. Thank you, Conti. Conti's dropped a link in there if you want to check it out. So we're going to get rid of, now we're on APU power, we are going to get rid of the ground service vehicles to get rid of the power unit and also the air supply. That is gone. So we're flying the old retro Delta Airways, old school stuff. And one of the updates for the IXEG is the actual fan blades actually turn with the wind, so which is really cool. I flew from Auckland, New Zealand to Los Angeles. Flight time was about 11 hours on X-Plane. Good for you. I don't think I could do a long haul flight that long. I'd get too bored. I'd want to just, like, I don't know, buzz the ocean at 500 feet just to keep me going. I couldn't do that. Do you have AI planes taxiing around, or do they just stay parked? No, there'll be some flying around, but because there's not much happening in the middle of the night down at Key West, you're not going to see much traffic, but we'll see some on the way. Bucklight, hey buddy, how you going? Is Flight Sim out of Xbox? Not yet, not yet. So if anybody wants to ask when a Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming out, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Hopefully before the end of the year, because I want to fly it too. Alrighty. So we've got some Silver Airways there. Some of them, I don't know what's happening with the engine blades here. They must be ready to go. But we're going off runway 27. We've got a crosswind for today. And we're going to drop some flaps down. Flaps 5. Nicholas, g'day mate. How you going? Are you doing well? Having a good simming week? Alrighty, so let's start engines and we will get on our way. Alright, so fuel pumps can go on all the way. And we will start engines. We don't even have to worry about a pushback, so go for the right engine. What we might do, turn the music down so you guys can listen to the engine start. So turn on the grind. Hopefully you can hear it okay. At the fuel at 20. Okay, got engine start. Good engine start on the right engine. And we'll engine start on the left. I love that grinding noise. What is your PC specifications? I will have them, actually I keep forgetting to put in the description, but I have them in, if you go and look at some older videos, it'll be in the description of some of those, maybe 12 months ago. There we go, got good 2 engine starts. Alright, so we'll go over to engine bus now. There we go. That is good. Good, 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 good. There we go. Packs can go on, bleed air can go off. Go to both. And APU can go off. Taxi lights can go on. And we are good to go. Flaps going down. Flaps 5 ready to go. Just got to have a sip of some coffee. Can't wait for 2020, William. I am the same, mate. Cannot wait for 2020. It should be awesome. What do I like better, an A320 or a 737? I would have to say a 737. And the old sort of stuff, like the 737-200, the 737-300, stuff like this that, you know, you get to fly it a little bit, so you don't have to follow the magenta line all the way. So, what we're already on, we're just doing VFR flight today, so we'll just leave it on that for now. There we go. What plane will you first fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator? I would say the Super Cub. I think they've got a Cub in there, or actually, it's well, one of the Cubs anyway. How do it perform? The IXE true is very outdated. No, the IXEG has just been updated, so it's working really, really, really well. It's been updated as of 2 days ago. So, but anyways, we need to begin our taxi. Up our camera views. We will get going. Brakes are off. Very, very short taxi today. Do I have PMDG planes and they're worth 120? Well, it all depends if you like the aircraft. Like if you like the actual aircraft you're buying, I guess it's worth it. The 737 if you're flying prepared. Yep. What rudder pedals do I use? I use the Virtual Fly rudder pedals. I think we just cut the corner. Just a little bit. Oh, we cut the corner. See if we can get out of this. There we go. What equipment do I use? I use a virtual flight sim gear. So the TQ6 and the Yoke I, the Yoke, that sort of stuff. Where are we going? So we're going to Atlanta today. I've flown out the coast. Have you flown any of other flight factor planes? Pretty much all of them. The 75, the 767. Have them all. The brake on just for a sec and we will get ready. Taxi lights can go off, runway lights on, landing lights can go on. We'll move that over to flights. Strobe can go on. You guys need to grab a seat. We'll put down the music for now. Make sure there's no incoming flights. Where am I from? From Australia. Wings from Australia. The accent may give it away a little bit. Alrighty, it looks like we're good. Better on our flight directors. Brakes can go off. And we are good to go. See if I botch this line up. Line up. There we've got a 2 and we've got a 7. That matches our heading. And oh, I nearly botched the line up. It's actually a short runway here down at Key West, and I did miss. Who did I miss? Substance, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Alrighty, let's get ready to go. Turn on. Alrighty. Speed's alive. We're gonna pretty much use the whole runway for this one, I think. Oh, just. Ears up. Is off. Now we're getting some speed. Flaps can go down to 2. We'll make a turn. Flaps can go to 1. It's all happening. Doing a really steep turn, we'll probably overshoot. Helps if I set my altitude. Whoops. We forgot to do that. It's alright, we're going to go up like a rocket ship. I always botch something up. Always mess something up and forget it. Now we're going up like a rocket. To 21. Jessica, are you in the west or the east? Are you talking about in the sim or in real life? Oh, the VNav keeps shutting off actually. We'll just do it ourselves, I think. Both. So in the sim, we are at Key West, so we're going to fly up. So I guess we're on the east coast, and then in real life, I'm on the east coast as well. So Conti, you're saying there's no sim sounds on this screen here, or is it just the flyby? So lights can go off. Do I prefer a flight stick or a yoke? Definitely a yoke. No sound at all in the so in this one here, no sound. How's the alpha for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I have no idea, Zilla. Absolutely no idea. Do I use FS Economy? I actually at the moment using Air Hauler 2 again for X-Plane since it just come out. Been messing around with that. Do you think it's going to change the way that we look into a flight simulation? Yeah, I do. I think it's going to change a lot of stuff. I haven't used Infinite Flight, but I've used X-Plane Mobile. Actually did a video on it, so if you want to check that out, you'll be able to see what my thoughts on that was. Oh, I did leave some lights on. So we're going to turn off the seatbelt signs. You guys can walk around. Leave it on auto for now. As we make a very slow ascent up. Sorry guys, I'm just messing around with some sounds. How's that sound right there, Conti? Can you hear some engine noises and music as well, dude? That's good. Cool. Thank you, sir. Got to get it right. Spare no expense for fun, wholesome entertainment. Now I just need to take a photo. Alrighty, so we passed 17,000 feet. Ah, roger. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. No sound at all. Okay, cool. I think we got it sorted out. So there's really no way of doing it until you actually stream and get some feedback anyway. So all good to go. So we're going to be cruising up to 34,000 feet. This is the flight today if anybody wants to have a look. So it's about an hour and 40 minutes. We're going to be cruising at 34,000 feet. Distance is about 646 nautical miles. We'll be doing an ILS approach into Atlanta. Everything is good there. There is 20. Put that up to 34, and we might let the VNAV take over. There we go, there's 34. Actually, I think I missed some. Sam, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome aboard. And Harrison, very much appreciated. Welcome aboard for you as well. Thank you very much for your subscription. Sorry, gents, I did miss those before, but thank you and welcome. Big Miss, I'm new to the stream. Well, welcome, mate. Welcome to the stream. Linda, how you going? Welcome. There we got our top of climb just there. We're going to make our turn now. The beautiful Orbex Flora scenery. Massive shout out to the ortho. Thank you, William. Very much appreciated with the super chat. I'm not sure why you're there we go. Thank you, William. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. I like the improvements. They did really well with the texturing with the 1.3 update inside the cockpit and outside the cockpit. It looks much better using the features of the new X-Plane. So thank you, William. You just moved in right into the co-pilot seat, so you're right up the front of the cockpit flying with me tonight. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for the kind words. And was it Aditi? I tell you one thing, yes, you guys will get to know, I will butcher everybody's names and I do apologise. But thank you very much. I'm glad you can make the stream. Thank you for the kind words. nice to see we've got people from all over the globe joining us tonight. Or your morning or afternoon. Oh, look at that. That's just like a thumbnail shot right there. Shot on the left wing there, the right wing I should say. William likes the co-pilot seats. Jessica says quarantine sucks. Yeah. We're very lucky in Australia where we are on the comeback, so we're all actually out and about at the moment, so it's been nice. Got to enjoy nice weather and went for a flight today. It's nice and blue skies. Good fun. So we're still climbing at 28,000 feet. Nearly at the top of climb. William says I was still working and no lockdown for me. Yeah, I was the same, William. I was a lucky one. I still got to go to work each day, so... YPAD Aviations. What's YPAD? That's Adelaide, isn't it? If I get that right. What are your PC specs? I'll need to put them in the description, but if you go and check out one of my older videos, say about 12 months ago, you'll be able to see the description in the comments, but I'll make sure, I think I said this last week, I'll put it in the comments and I forgot to do it, but I will put them in the comments for next week's stream. Every time you have to go, you have to wear a mask? Yeah. I am desperately waiting for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I will buy a gaming laptop just for the sim, and I would just love to watch your updates from Microsoft Flight. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Well, hopefully you'll get to fly the sim sometime in 2020, so it should be good. Make more vids on flight sim? I try. I'm trying to do about 2 videos a week for you folks. Give you something to watch, especially over the COVID-19 stuff, but sometimes I run out of time, so we'll do a stream instead. Well, we're going to try and do a stream and 2 videos. So one a review product and the other one a Microsoft update. So we'll try to fit them in. We'll see how we go. But I think this week we're going to get a stream. Actually, we might do a couple of streams, but we're going to get a stream. I'm filming a really cool video on Friday for you guys. Special video. Nothing to do with flight sim. Well, it is a little bit, but that'll be cool. But you'll see that you won't see that one for a couple of weeks. So I heard you could use a VR for Flight Sim at 2020. Eventually, Jessica. Eventually. So I don't believe it's going to be out on launch. There we go. We've reached 34,000 feet. As our cruising altitude. We just sit back and relax. So I'd say they'll patch it. I remember back in the days with Microsoft Flight Simulator, they did the accelerator package, so you'll probably see some sort of package there so they can make some more money. Oh, how good does that IXCG look? She's a good looking bird. If anybody wants to know, this is running X-Plane Vulcan. So I've been running the 2 sims side by side, but now that the IXCG's been updated and everything, I'll be moving over to Vulcan as my permanent sim because it's running perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. It works really well. Do all the airports in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 have 3D buildings? They should do, but some of them will be at different standards. So I think they've come out and said they got like 3 standards. Matt, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the subscription, sir. Welcome aboard. They've got like an insane looking category, they've got a mid-range category, and then they've just got a category where they've just updated the textures of the runways and stuff like that. Ponty, I love this thing, it is a really great play. Yeah, and I tell you what, and it flies really nice now. He's done some work. VNav does the texturing inside the cockpit, so if you jump in the cockpit, it's a lot clearer. So he's really used, obviously, the 1.5 is basically fixed all the issues with that and is working with what it has to offer, so it looks really good. I was a big fan of this aircraft beforehand, but probably the only thing I want it to do is the doors to open up, which they still don't open up, which that's amazing. But can you do online? Can you do online in Flight Sim? Yes, you can. You can do online flights in Flight Sim. You'll be able to do that in Microsoft 2020 as well. You can do that in Prepared. You can do that in X-Plane. We will do some online flights so you guys can fly along. Cam, I love your videos. Thank you, Cam. I love you watching the videos. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Charlie says, don't dislike this. Charlie, if they want, they can hit the dislike button, but if they hit it, they need to hit it again. You got to hit it twice. Alright, let's check the legs page and see how far we got to go. The 25 nautical miles. Where's that on the list? So we've got about an hour and 10 minutes to go in cruise. Not sure what's happening over here. Obviously I don't have my settings set out too far. Marcus, how you going, mate? I'm doing well. How are you doing? What airport is... Yeah, it was Key West. That's where we took off from, and we're flying down to Atlanta, so... Cam, you are welcome. So the reason why I'm flying around in Florida is because I just, as this is a bit of a test stream, I just want to see how it's all handling. Making sure we're not dropping frames, making sure the PC is handling it, just so the quality is good. And then the next couple of flights we'll do some more interesting stuff, so... This says, are you okay about the wildfires? There is no wildfires really at the moment. Everything is okay. We're on the rebuild in Oz. Is it 8:58 for you? Yes, it is. Yep. Can you mention minimum requirements to play this sim? Actually, X-Plane 11. Which 737 are you flying? We're flying the IXCG. 737 Classic, so it's the 737-300. PM or AM? It is PM. Charlie says, do you know what's happening with Microsoft Flight Sim on Xbox? We know that it's going to be on Xbox. We know that it's going to be released after PC. And that's all we know. Are they developing it? Yeah, they would need to be. But why they are still in alpha, I don't think they'll be concentrating too much on the Xbox version. They need to make a complete game before they optimize it for Xbox, and they say that's the reason why it's coming out on PC. So We just need to be patient. It'll get there, but you'll definitely see some flight sim on Xbox videos here on the channel. Marcus says, I play on my computer, on my school computer, so I can play pretty low if you have low graphics settings. Just for you, Marcus. That's my graphics settings for this flight, mate. So I'm lucky because I'm running a 4K screen. I don't have to have anti-aliasing all the way up. I can get away with things, directions, detail, reflection details. I pop all that stuff down to low because that just takes up all your resources. When are you going to do another update on flight simulators, as in like a top 5, or just an update on all the different flight sims? Do I recommend the Flight Factor 757? Richard, 100% mate, definitely recommend the Flight Factor. It is probably one of the best airliners in X-Plane 11. Especially when they updated it. I think they updated it, it must have been last year. But it's awesome. $2020, there will be an update on, it will be Friday night Australian time, which is Thursday for other parts of the world. So they're out the same time every week, except for last week. We dropped them about 5 hours earlier, so Christopher says, how do you get a lot of air and ground traffic going at the same time? Well, are you talking about me specifically, or just how you do it in the sim in general? Haz says, oh, what scenario do you use in X-Plane 11? Oh, just a bit of this and that, really. Any Orbex Troy F stuff I can get my hands on. I build my own ortho. Anything that looks good, I'll install. So, you know, the same with everybody's X-Plane. It's a bit of mix and match. Can you play X-Plane offline? Who asked that? Dr. Slicks, yeah, I'm actually playing offline at the moment, so. In the sim in general, there's different add-ons that you can get, third-party software. So some of the sims have AI built into it, so it has traffic built. Actually, they all have sort of road traffic built into it, but if you want aircraft traffic, some of it has built in, but your best off is going and look at third-party stuff. So Just Flight do a good one for Traffic Global. That is on P3D and also X-Plane. They do a good job with that. Yeah, that one's, the sound's a bit soft on that spot. But Airways are loving the retro livery. Yeah, I know. I was going to go with an up-to-date livery, but I thought, no, we're flying the 300 Classic, so we'll use a retro livery. Patrick says you sim like you fly in circles. That's what I did today. But I was a bit rough on my circles, Patrick. I would say that. I need a little bit more practice. Love the winglet liveries. Yep. Thank you, Cam. Very much appreciated. Do I have any pets? Yes, I do, Jessica. I have a couple of little co-pilot dogs. Yep. What is my current altitude? It is 34,000 feet. Is there a career mode, Dr. Slicks? Are you talking about X-Plane, or are you talking about 2020? Which particular sim? Animal Lover nearly missed the stream. Well, you made it. We're only probably about 15 minutes into the cruise. Look at that. How good is X-Plane looking? I know, you don't even need to. Who needs Flight Sim 2020? How good does that look? It's amazing. Cam says, what country do you live in? Australia, mates. The accent may give it away. Looks realistic, yeah. It's looking good. Is this X-Plane? Yes, it is. Are we on autopilot, Matt? I hope so. I really do. Yep, we're on autopilot. Do I have the alpha build for 2020? No, I don't. I don't have the alpha build. I didn't apply for it either. Because if I did, I wouldn't be able to make YouTube videos for you guys. Is that true, F? Yeah, definitely, Patrick. It's not ortho. Well, it's ortho, but it's Orbex's ortho, so it's their True Earth. I would have to say True Earth Florida. I haven't checked out their latest. I think it was at Washington or whatever they did, but this is their best one. It's really good. Cam says, I love England. Yeah. I fly a lot of GA aircraft around England. It's good to fly GA stuff around there. You don't have a very strong accent. Oh, okay. No worries, mates. No worries. Jerry, good morning from Barbados. I can't speak. Barbados. There we go. I got it out. Good morning to you, sir. Andrew, hello from Perth. How are you, mates? Can you see your house in X-Plane? Yeah, you could if you're lucky. If you can get good scenery, good ortho that actually has it in there, yeah. And I missed a subscriber there. On the road with Brett, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome aboard. What are your personal free add-ons? Oh, I tell you what, Dr. Slicks. I don't really go for the free add-ons because I want the top quality stuff and I don't like searching for the forum, so I usually only buy payware stuff. That's probably because I'm lazy. Hands, do you fly in real life? Yes, I'm pretty much towards the end of a recreational pilot's license, so not too far away. Actually went flying today. As Patrick said before, I was doing circles. We were doing circuits today. It was a lot of fun. Charlie says Australia's nice. Can you fly from Australia to UK? That would be a long flight. I don't think I would do it. Sorry. GMB, hello mate, how are you? EJ, how are you mate? Welcome from all the way from the Philippines. Animal Lover, thank you for the subscription. I thought you subscribed last time, but thank you anyway. How can we get Flight Sim 2020? You just gotta wait. You have to wait. There's not much you can do about it. Yeah, Washington, Oregon. I think that's the one I haven't checked out yet. I've got to purchase that one and download it. I'm just running out of actually no, I was about to say I'm running out of hard drive space, but I'm not. I fixed that problem. Cam says, do I know Swiss 001? I know his channel. I don't know him personally. Tony says, what yoke do you use? Tony, I actually use Yoke I the Yoke from Virtual Fly. And I will see. Grab a link from a review for you. Hey guys, Shane here. Oh, it's just scared the bejeebers out of me. There we go. There's a Yoke I Yoke review. Nathan says, how is the ATC in this game? It's not very good. So unless you're flying VATSIM or some of the online stuff, ATC is not very good. I actually did a review video probably about 6 months ago on X-Plane ATC. Professor, who here hopes that Kennedy Steve makes a cameo voice appearance? Who is Kennedy Steve? I've never heard of him before. What have we got over here? Yes, there's no love on that airport over there. Infinite Flyer, if you have a suggestion for an airport, just when the video is posted on the VOD later, just leave a comment in there if you like, and I'm taking them all down. So Ted, what GPU do you run in your rig? Just a 1080. At the moment, we will be building a new PC for the new flight sim later on in the year. Actually, we'll probably stream it when I build it, so... Charlie says, how many GBs does this game take? Well, it depends on how nuts you want to go with the scenery. Animal Lover, I think we've worked out you're from England, so thank you for letting us know. Watson, is this game free? No, it's not. But you can play a free trial for, I think it's 10-15 minutes if you want to check it out. It says, loving the stream, the visuals are stunning. Thank you, mate, appreciate it. Conti, you bet me to it. Thank you. Do I use any reshaders? Ted, no I don't. No. Well, not in Vulkan anyway. I have in just in X-Plane 11. Was it 11.4? But not anymore. Not really messing around with it. How long to the destination? Probably about another 50 minutes in the cruise. Dusty, evening mate, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jessica says, I wish planes had radios. Well, they do. Charlie. Will Smith. Welcome, Will Smith. Thank you for the subscription, Will Smith. I tell you what, I loved your latest movie, Bad Boys 3. It was awesome. Thank you, thank you. It was a great movie, great flick. Can you recommend a good joystick, Charlie? It depends how much you want to pay. Depends how much you want to pay, that's the question. We're about 37 minutes into the trip, so we've got about 50 minutes until we hit top of descent. Pam says you keep buffering. Oh, look at that. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Ryanair. Thanks for joining us, Will. Which joystick would you recommend? I don't, to be honest, I don't recommend any joysticks because I'm not a joystick person. I'm a yoke simmer. I'd rather use a yoke for the big stuff. I guess because, I don't know, I could be wrong, but there's a lot more yokes in aircraft that I fly than sticks, but I do have a, what have I got? I think it's a Thrustmaster T HOTUS, which I use for Star Citizen, so I can use that for flight simming time to time. So if you want something around, a good stick around about $100, that's a good one to pick up. The other one is Conti. What's the stick that you use? I think that's a good quality stick that everybody has. Can't remember the name of it. Ed says smooth as silk on his end. Cool, thank you. The Warthog HOTUS, yeah. That seems to be one, it's been around for a long time and it will last you, from Thrustmaster, yeah, it will last you a good time as well. So a good, and you know, you can use it for fighter jets, you can use it for flying an Airbus, you can use it for flying GA. So if you want to spend the money on it, I'm not sure what the price is, but if you want a good joystick, that's probably one of the best on the market. So Butter Airways is the 300. I use ortho for scenery. I do, but this is just using truer. So Orbex made this scenery. Charlie says, I love your videos and keep making them. Sure will, mate. We'll keep making them for sure. Do I have a No Man's Land? Do you mean No Man's Skies? There we go. I'm going in circles myself. What about the honeycomb yoke? Yeah, the honeycomb yoke, Zach. I tell you what. Let's see if I can find another one. I did a review for the honeycomb. When did I do that? This is going to be really loud. Hi guys. For a second. Check out this. I think, is that the honeycomb? Yeah. That is a link to the honeycomb yoke review if you want to check that one out. Dusty said I spent $500 on the X56 HOTUS. Yeah, that's another one. Was it worth $500, Dusty? What do you think? And how long, excuse me, how long you been using it for? Matt, yes you can, definitely. You can do, so for this aircraft, there are all the different, it might be hard to see, but They're all the different random ones that you can have, which I obviously got them all turned off. When will the Honeycomb Bravo come out? Oh, I don't know. I think he's still got a bit of development to go. Is X-Plane super realistic or not, Charlie? Yeah, for the flight mechanics. What's the best way to say this? I would say flight simming compared to real life doesn't compare at all. But the closest you're going to get out of all the flight sims to a realistic flight model would have to be X-Plane at the moment. So that would be the one to pick up. Do you have voice interactions with ATC? Yes, you can. You can, using things like VATSIM or any online stuff. You need a gaming PC for this? No. So if you go and check out the X-Plane website, you'll be able to see the minimum specifications for it. So. Right, guys, I'm going to take a quick short break to stretch my legs. William, if you're around, thank you very much for that super chat. The controls are yours, sir. There we go. So take it you guys didn't have any sound, yeah? So sorry about that, but I should have fixed that now. You should have sound. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright. That's cool. This is why it's a test stream. Yeah. So I didn't have the profile sounds saved from one scene to the other, so it should be all fixed. Yeah, we have sound. Sound is good now. Okay, sorry about that, but we will get better as we go along. Look at that. Ross, how are you, mates? It said IXCG. Certainly is. It is IXCG with the update 1.3. So we've got about 230 nautical miles, and then we'll be at our top of descent. Sorry about the not sure what's going on over here though. What PC parts do you have for pre-build or self-build? In other words, what are my PC specifications, Manny? Is that what you're after? I have sound. Yeah, sorry, Cam. I realised what's going on, so we've got that all fixed up. Do I play any FS economy? Not really, Ross. I don't really get much time. Charlie says one person who dislikes this video works for baggage. They just forgot to hit the dislike button twice. What is your ETA? Probably about, I reckon 25 minutes and we'll be up at top at descent. Time Lord, hello from Ireland. How are you, mates? Welcome, welcome. Exactly, that's what I'm asking for. I'll tell you what, I can't remember off the top of my head, but if you go and look at a video, I'll really need to put these in the comments next time, but if you go and check out a video from about 12 months ago, my PC specs are in there. If anything, I've probably only updated the hard drives since then. Can you go in a passenger area? Not in this aircraft. Just the cabin, yeah. I don't think from memory the IXCG's actually got the cabin modelled. Or does it? Yeah, it might do. Oh, it does. There we go. We'll go for a bit of a wander. Can't open up the door, which we won't. But it's pretty standard, like it's low res for which most cabins are. This must be business class here. You gotta remember, this is old school flying in a classic. But, you know, they've modelled the cabin. A lot of places, a lot of devs aren't modelling that. Look at that. A lot of the devs aren't modelling cabins these days. Exit signs. Nothing's clickable though. We don't know, Cam. We don't know. That's something that they haven't spoken about, so... Fuel's looking good. Got plenty of fuel. The trip. Luca, hello, mate. You are looking good too, buddy. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome, Charlie. You're welcome. Infinite Flyer says, I hope the scenery generated from satellite imaging is decent in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The satellite imaging looks pretty terrible in most Indian cities, even though the famous monuments, yeah. I think they'll have a plan for that, Infinite, so... The reports that I have is that it looks decent, but there is some places that are better than others, they should say. But yeah, I haven't seen it from my own eyes, so it's hard to say. Can you talk to the control tower? I believe so, Jessica. They've portrayed it that way, but they haven't confirmed. They haven't shown us how ATC works, but we've seen some snippets of some stuff, so yeah. Is a Microsoft Flight Sim going to take over from the other sims? Zilla, it's... I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Just have to wait and see. They could absolutely bury it and do a bad job. We don't know. We'll have to wait for it to come out. But it's looking very, very exciting so far. Dr. Slicks, do you prefer... Excuse me, do I prefer X-Plane or P3D? I would say X-Plane. By far, it is my main sim. I do have P3D, I've done many videos of it, but I would have to say X-Plane is leading in that department at the moment. It will have to be the best sim that you can access at the moment. Charlie says, I have X-Plane on my phone and iPad, and it's very bad trying to get on a computer. Yeah. Obviously, it's always going to be better on a PC. But at least you're giving it a crack, Charlie. At least you're giving it a crack. We need VATSIM first. Yeah. I agree. Dusty says, are you a Top Gun fan? If so, on Top Gun 2. Ooh. Yeah, a big Top Gun fan. I don't know. Sequels either usually they go better, they do better, or they're made better. But then sometimes a bomb, like I took a Bad Boys 3, probably the best one out of the 3. But then again, you can have some bad ones. So thank you, Conti, much appreciated, mate. Yeah. What is the rotating camera plugin called? It is called X Camera. If you want, you can go and check out. I've got many videos on X Camera, how to set up cameras. I really need to set up some different cameras too. Manning, who knows? That'll be up to someone to make VATSIM work with 2020. So I don't think it's going to work with it out of the gate. That's for sure. That's all right, Charlie. That's all right. You can keep the questions firing along. Just noticed we're not running off standard altitude. I forgot to plug that in, but hey, we've done 3/4 of flight without it, so we won't change it now. Lucas says, how many POBs on board? Actually, I don't know, because we did a random oh, I can't pick it now because ground crew's grayed out, I should say, but we just did a random thing, so I think it was a pretty full flight though. Zeka FS, sorry mate if I butchered that. Is it lagging? Looks good on my end, mate, but if anybody else says it's lagging, just maybe refresh, should be good to go. Manning says it's nice to small YouTube because they actually interact with their audience. I try. I do miss a few of questions in there, but I try to get everybody. Do you speak in some accent other than Australian accent? I found it was really hard to understand people when I was in Sydney. No, I only speak one accent. But I tell you what, Infinite, there's different parts of Australia that have different accents and speak differently. As an example, down in Victoria and Melbourne, those people traditionally speak quicker, and there is different ethnic backgrounds that will have different accents, such as the Greek community or whatever, where in Queensland where I live, people traditionally speak slower. So it depends what part of Australia. We do have different accents like other countries do. So will Flight Simulator 2020 be as good on Xbox as it is PC? Kim, I would love to know. That's what's one of the things that I want to answer. I want to find out, because they're gonna, everything looks better in PC, because PC you can just have, you know, like a supercomputer, a NASA computer, make it look good. It will be optimized for Xbox, but how good will that look, we don't know. It's good now? Okay, cool. Cam, what's Cam? He's upset about something. We're going to do a bit of a shameless plug there. So if you want to be able to use the bailout emojis or have some extra emojis next to all your comments there, you can consider being a YouTube member for the Oz Flight Simmer channel. You get to see behind the scenes pictures of what's going on. Sometimes we do members only YouTube streams, and also you get to see some of the test drive videos exclusive to the members before anybody else. So feel free to check out the community page, and if you want to become a member and help support the channel, help me make more content for you guys, it is much appreciated. I will drop a link for you, Hans. Hi guys, Shane here. Oh. Hang on, I need to find a link. Conti will probably beat me to it though. There we go. I believe that is the link if you want to become a member. Yes, you do, Cam. Yep. And you get extra perks for doing it. I'm going to do some updates, and I'm going to add a smaller tier, which will be, I think it's going to be a $2.99 tier. That'll be happening sometime in June. But within saying that, it's all volunteer. It's up to you guys. If you do, much appreciated. If you don't worry about it. Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate it. I need to actually update the playlist too. So, what do we got? About 100 nautical miles and we'll be at our top of descent. Oh, God. And the views. What's going on here? I've botched up the views. There we go. Actor, we've got a new member. I think we've got a few new members out there, and I don't know why the I apologise because the alerts aren't going up. Actor, thank you very much. I think we've got some more there. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Daryl as well. Just playing them back. Thank you, Daryl. Very much appreciated. Welcome aboard. I think there was one more. Hey, Sam. Welcome. And I do apologise if I missed those because those alerts are a bit slow. I need to take a look at it. But thank you very much. Welcome. We've got parachutes everywhere. DNA, welcome aboard. Thank you for the subscription, very much appreciated. I hope FS 2020 will have a spectator cinematic tool of some sort. Oh yeah. I think you'll find, you know, things like chase plane or some sort of product will make its way into the sim. I do know that I saw by Microsoft putting a default one in there, but whether or not what that will look like, who knows. Actually, so our top of the descent is just appearing here. So what I'm going to do, because I always forget, change the altitude to 28,000 for it to pick up, because that's in about 50 nautical miles we'll be descending. Yeah, it's a classic Delta livery for sure, Avgeek. How are you, mates? Welcome. I'm just going to say H2O, welcome aboard, sir. Thank you very much for the subscription. Delta liveries with Lufthansa seats. Did they have Lufthansa seats in there? I didn't really take much notice of it, Manning. Oh, you're welcome, Avgeek. You are welcome. So obviously we're past the, we're just in standard scenery, so it looks pretty rubbish, but that's what X-Plane looks out by itself, so I don't have any ortho or any true S scenery for this section of the flight, so. Doesn't look too bad when you're 34,000 feet up, but when you're flying VFR on a GA aircraft, it looks pretty ordinary. Manny says, I would love the cabin to change with delivery. Yeah, it'd be a nice touch. Baba, how are you, mates? Welcome to the stream. Manning, are you a real life pilot? I'm a student pilot, Manning, so yes. Do I fly planes? Yes, I do. Jessica, can you see my chat? Yes, we can see you in the chat. Just testing something, fair enough. Cam, what is your name? My first name, Cam, is Shane. So people usually call me Shane, or they usually call me Oz for Oz Flight Simmer. There's the TOD is coming up. Actually, I need to turn a bit loud. There we go. I feel like I'm been shouting into the microphone all night. Which aircraft are we currently flying? We're flying the IXEG 737-200. We're going to be at top of descent, and I just wanted to check. The ILS is for this airport. $10.50. Geek says, do I love the classic 737? Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Pause, good morning, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Charlie says, I like the A330 probably because I've done most of my research into it. Okay, fair enough. I think that was Michael. I think I missed it. Was it Michael? Welcome, welcome, and thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Almost, yeah, we'll be at top of descent shortly and all the action will start actioning. Pause, play, just a question, were you invited to the Flight Sim Alpha? I wasn't, I can't really say. So, but yeah, I currently don't have the Alpha, I haven't flown the Alpha. And the reason for that is I wouldn't be able to make YouTube videos to share with you guys, so I don't have the sim. Let's just say that. Wish they did an alpha for Xbox. Yeah, I guess they're just doing PC because they're still, because it's alpha, they're obviously still making the sim, so why they're still getting the fundamentals of the sim created, I can't see them working on in too much length on a different console. I think they will get to the sim to a point where it's released on PC and then they'll optimize it for Xbox after that. Jessica, yes it does. Yeah, there's many tutorials. If not, you can go and watch heaps of YouTube videos or streamers and ask a lot of questions like you have been doing tonight. So yeah, it will give you a tutorial. 2020 has already said that there'll be a tutorial in it, so they've been added in. You can see it in the log notes for the betas, or sorry, for the alpha. So we've just hit top of descent there. There we go. Yeah. Do you think Microsoft will make a Yoke? I think you will see, no, I didn't think they'll make one personally, but I think you might see some new stuff come out. For the sim, you know, I think you'll see some stuff come out for Xbox as well. There's going to be a market there, so someone will most likely jump onto it. So we are dropping down like a bag of bricks, so we're going to put the seatbelt signs on. And the sounds up in the cockpit just a bit. I think my flight plan is screwed somewhere. Shall see. We'll see how we go. Something's looking a bit weird. We shall see. Well, now, what controllers do you use? I use Virtual Fly gear. So I use the Yoke I, and I use rudder pedals and the TQ6. In my opinion, they're the best things on the market. I will leave some links if you're looking at that sort of stuff. Let me know, because I can provide a discount code. Avgeek says has to get on the sim again tomorrow morning. Mate, just do it. Jump in the sim. Go for a fly. You'll have a lot of fun. Bob, is it 10 or 11 p.m? It is 10 p.m. for me, Bob. Who did we get there? I think that was Mark. Mark, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for the subscription, sir. Oh, there we go. And I stuffed up the altitude. We need to get down to, we'll go 11. So now we're going to go down like a rocket. So hopefully everybody had a good breakfast, because we need to catch up on our descent. Do you fly into hurricanes in tiny private planes? It's damn fun. Only in the sim. Where in Oz do you live? I'd just say north of Brisbane. That's probably the best way to say it. Animal Lover, you are out of timeout, but you were timed out because you were spamming. Kyle, hi there mates, how are you? Welcome. Can you get X-Plane 11 for Mac OS? I believe you can, for sure. Yeah, so when I said north of Brisbane, I meant the sunny coast. So same place, mate, same place. Ah, roger. Yeah. Alright, so we need to provide some drag. We'll provide a lot. Bit of drag out in the wing. Some cheap brakes. Fabian, how are you, mate? What is your PC specs? If you go, I need to add them in the comments, but if you go and check out a video from about 12 months ago, you'll see them in every comment, so I apologise. Hello, mate, how are you? If I say Koali, if I pronounce that correctly, welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome. So we're going to make a left-hand turn, a left-hand bank at Scythe. And we're still going to be doing 260. It looks like we've got a slow down there. Joel, welcome aboard, sir. Thank you for catching the stream. Yep, got to enjoy the speed breaks. Yep. Definitely, yeah. Well, we're like a rocket ship before. Charlie on final approach. Oh, we're getting close, mate. We're not quite there, but we're getting close. Animal Lover, what are you doing? Conti's not going to stand for any of that. He's right on it. What airport are we landing at? We are landing at Jackson, Atlanta. I'll tell you what, I've landed at Jackson, Atlanta once. And I remember when I was there, I saw something really, really weird in the terminal. I'm just trying to think what it was. Because I remember saying to my partner, what is that? Because he kept apologizing. That's the reason why, Nicholas. He was spamming again. Manning, good luck. Thank you, sir. So I put the speed brakes up. Wait. Just looking for... Alright, so we're at 12,000. We'll slow down to 260. Thank you, Fabian. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is now. There's a few more hard drives added into it and some, you know, upgrades to fans and things like that. But that's pretty much where it's at, so... You're looking for... Just changing to Atlanta's Q&H. There we go. Clement, you explain with so much passion. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you, sir. What plane do you fly in real life? I'm currently a Sling 2. Very, very tiny little plane it is. So we're on this slowdown for another, say, 14 nautical miles. And then we'll be descending down to 11,000 feet. Thank you, David. Very much appreciated. Cheers, mate. Are you a captain? No, sir. Definitely not. No one would ever give me enough responsibility to be a captain. Just ducking underneath the clouds. That's a nice plane in real life. The Sling 2 or the 737 Classic? So if we're lucky, we should see a Lancer on the right hand side. There it is there. So we're gonna do, we might do an ILS landing or we might just wing it ourselves. So we're gonna be landing here. It looks like we've got a few aircraft down there as well. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. There's a few. Did I miss them all? Oh, I can't find it. Ah, that's making my eyes go funny. There we go. I was looking in the wrong spot. We've got a few aircraft down there. Oh, the gate is full. Everybody's there. Guess no one's flying around at the moment. So we'll start descending again very, very, very shortly. Personally, my favourite aircraft is probably the Boeing 787 or 767. Yeah, I think the 767 is a great aircraft. I've flown on a few 787 flights in real life. It's a nice aircraft as well. Damn, X-Plane 11 is looking good. Yes, it is, Gaming Dragon. 1,000 subscriber with some video challenge. Is that your name? Interesting. How are you, mate? Out to explore. You sound like Bear Grylls on YouTube. Are you serious? Really? I'll tell you what though. I'm not going to go and start drinking pee out of a bottle. Alright, so we're descending and we're dropping down to... What are we doing? We're doing 130 knots. I'm going to put some speed brake out on this one and cheat a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think Pete would taste good. Avgeek, I totally agree with you. He only does that to get the views. Like, you know, he's not really in a survival situation when he's got the cameraman there. And I tell you what, I reckon the cameraman behind the scenes would just be... yeah, they'd probably just be dry reaching, I reckon. Be going, you idiot, mate, you idiot. Slowing down. Bailey, I'm currently learning in real life to fly now 152. Have not seen a Sling 2 in real life around here anyways. Yeah, I don't think they're a widely used... Where actually are you flying, Bailey? What country are you in? Because they're in places like South Africa, the US, obviously Australia. They get around. Charlie, you're doing a good job. This is my dream job in real life, but not too much money. Is that streaming? Is that your dream job? Or just flying? Is this the stock 73? It's an add-on. It's an add-on. It's the IXCG. So basically we're going to be doing a U-turn. Be doing a U-turn shortly up here. That down to 4,000. Outdoor Explorer said, I can't wait till we get the Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Yeah, I think there's a few of us that want to do it. Have you flown in real life? Yes. So we'll be making a turn. I reckon we're going to overshoot here on this turn. Oh, forgot to put the lights on. Oh well. Explain Oz, hey! Welcome to the stream, sir. Yeah, will you still do Explain? For sure will we, because I think Explain are going to give the old Microsoft team a run for their money. They've got some stuff lined up. And that's going to be a very good looking sim. That's why they've moved to Vulkan, so they can whack more stuff in the sim. So we're going to see some good things come from Explain. Alrighty, so this is where all the action happens. Explain Oz, welcome aboard, sir. Thank you very much for the subscription. We'll make another turn here shortly as we line up on the runway. So there is. That's where we're going. So the VNav's sort of working okay. Getting close. How many flying hours do you need to get a pilot's license? Depending what pilot's license that you want to get, Charlie, they're all different. Some have a minimum of 25, some have 50. It depends. But once you get your pilot's license, then you got to get all your endorsements. It's only the start. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do, sim sounds up. Hopefully that's not too loud. Just let me know if that's too loud. Oh, the VNav disconnected. Good job. Good job. The flap's going to 2. And we're going to probably speed up now to catch up to our ref speed. We're going to go auto brake. We'll just go number 1. It's a long runway. Background music was nice and relaxing. Yeah, we'll put it on a little bit later. We've got another aircraft landing here. And if I don't pay much attention to the chat, I apologise for the meantime. So flaps 10. This guy is going to basically get in the road. We'll get rid of him. Sorry about that. That's the problem with AI traffic sometimes. I'm going to take over because it's not really slowing down too much. Make sure we've got throttles. We'll just have to, as Conti would say, we'll just have to manhandle it for a little bit. Laps 25. We're breaking all the rules. Should have flown the ILS, I think. Doesn't want to slow down. 300. This would be a big floater, unfortunately.
Sink rate. Sink rate. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Come on, slow down. Jeez Louise, come on. We'll have to do some manual braking. There we go. So pretty much what went wrong there was my throttles weren't aligned for the idle, because we still had a fair bit of EGT there, so I think that's pretty much where we went wrong. So we floated pretty much down the whole runway. Make our way up here and we'll clean up and we'll find a place to park. You can always go around, but we had plenty of runway. We didn't need to go around. I thought we had plenty of runway, so. We went around last week. Alrighty. There we go, some background music for you. Taxi lights can go on, runway lights can go off. Flaps can start going up. Those all the way up. Oops. And we are good. I'll switch APU on now. I'll catch that, but whoever joined, thank you very much for the subscription. Alrighty, let's go and find a place to park. Actually, what I might do before we do that. Okay, to head to Terminal 12. Where is Terminal 12? What we're going to do, we'll jump into a replay. We'll have a look at that big floater all the way. There we go. It was a smooth touchdown, but unfortunately it was pretty much halfway down the runway. Not what you want to do, but anyways, it was better than the last landing we did on the last stream, so... Brakes are off. Oh, flaps are back down again. find a place to park. That's the view I'm looking for. Infinite Flyer says, which is the most challenging approach you have flown? Oh, I've had a few of those, but nothing that sort of comes to memory so far. Have I missed anybody? No. Thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Gaming Nerd, welcome aboard, sir. And thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. And Carly, welcome aboard as well. Thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, everybody that has subscribed to the channel. If you're new to the channel and you want to see a more weekly content and streams, make sure to hit the subscribe button like the other people have. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Avgeg. Much appreciated. I enjoyed having you along. Right, so we're going to put some anchors on here. Make a turn in here. Because if we keep going, we won't be in a delta spot. Which Charlie? Too many Charlies? Alright, so let's spin it around here. And I think we've got one with our name on it. It says... There we go. It's got our name on it, crew. It's got our name on it. Infinite Flyer, we're going to be streaming. You'll see a stream every Tuesday night, so, and we might start doing more depending on what you guys want to see, but we'll at least be streaming once a week. Oh, we are just overshot a little bit. We're going to park next to the big boys. I reckon that'll do it for a little 7.3. Put the brakes on. There we go. We're going to quickly turn over to APU. Put the bleed on, one of the packs on. And we're going to shut some engines down in a quick minute. Then I'll catch up with a chat. There we go. Our strobes are still strobing. There we go. That was a lot of fun, guys. I really appreciated it. You guys coming along, keep me company on this flight. And we messed up another approach, so that's always good. We'll leave those on there. Seatbelt signs can go off. You guys are welcome to roam around. So we're going to turn the pitot heats off. Actually, we didn't even have the window heats on, so that was interesting. I forgot about them because the camera view wasn't up there. Door dampener can go off. Battery to... APU gen, that'll do. Graphics can go off. Just keep that at 1, and that'll do for now. Go to our ground services. No, they don't want to work, and we'll plug them in shortly. There we go. APU can go off now. There we go, and that's pretty much everything. Thank you very much. Charlie, great job. Thank you very much. So appreciate everybody coming out to see us, Southwest. Thank you, mate. Welcome. Hello. Sorry you weren't able to make the whole stream. So if you guys want to see something different, if you have a sim, an aircraft or whatever, when this video actually goes live and the stream renders, please drop by, hit a thumbs up, and leave in the comments what you would like to see in the streams, and we will do as much to do that. Thank you very much for Conti for being a mod and moderating the stream. Appreciate it. Conti is a great streamer. Continuum over at, geez, that was loud, is a great streamer over at Twitch. If I had a link I would pop it in, but you can go and check him out. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Gary, for jumping in there in the last minute. And I will see you guys on another stream sometime soon. But thank you very much, and we'll have a new video out on Friday night for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I will see you over there. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Catch you later.